Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Sarava and Ashe to you. So this is a super duper duper quick vlog for today because I am taking a little bit of a look at everything that I have been creating, and what I have discovered is that I have become completely dependent on vlogging from my phone. Now, for those who have ever wanted to know, hang on a minute, I've got a stinging eye. But for those who have ever wanted to know, I typically do vlogs straight off my iPhone. Oh, I've really got something in my eye. It's going to start to weep. So just allow me to have this moment where I'm like, doing my eye. This will be unedited. There will be no B-roll today. This is a really different video with a stinging eye, apparently. But as I was saying, I have become completely dependent on using my iPhone to vlog. Now, I use an iPhone XS to vlog. The camera is very, very good, but I have discovered that its low light capabilities and its bright sunshine capabilities are absolutely terrible. So that is just a little minor review there of some of the tech that I use. Now, I did know this. I have seen plenty of reviews on it. Oh gosh, this eye is like weeping. Does this every afternoon at about 3. If I even touch my eye, then all hell breaks loose. Anyway, I digress. Spooky creak. I should actually record that sound and like upload it to one of those, you know, places where they're like always looking for sound effects, like creaky gate sound, you know, Halloween vlogs and all that kind of business. Anywho's, as I was saying, I've become very dependent on using my phone. Now, here's the deal. As I'm sure you no doubt know by now, I have a little bit of a little bit of a dependency or a little bit of a minor addiction towards cameras. Did you see how I got all squirrely when I said that? Yes, so I have a few minor little addictions when it comes to cameras, and I have such great cameras. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket, which plugs straight into my phone and improves the beautiful quality of video, which is wonderful. Its low light capabilities are relatively average. I haven't completely tested them as thoroughly as I have my phone, obviously, because I've now done countless videos. I also have the Hero Black, the GoPro Hero 7. And I haven't used it at all. I've been looking for the right time, and it's one of those situations where I'm like, when do I use you? And how do I use you? Because I have no experience with GoPros whatsoever. I've only just recently jumped on the GoPro bandwagon. Anyways, but I digress. And then I have my Canon G7X Mark II, which is like a very, very well-known vlogging camera amongst YouTubers in general. And I really like it. However, the sound quality of that one is terrible. I need to be like up close. There needs to be no wind, no residual kind of background noises and things of that nature. So it actually does have pretty ordinary audio on it, but people still do vlog with it, and its competition, which is, I think it's the Sony RX 100, and it's up to like Mark 5, I think now. Don't ask me how I know that. Anywho, I want to be able to set myself a little bit of a challenge to dedicate an entire week where I vlog with a specific camera. And then at the end of this challenge, I want to ask you what your favorite is so that I can consistently use that to deliver better quality vlogs for you, because that is the aim of the game. It's part story, part video quality, and just the whole thing. And I figure since I have all this beautiful, you know, camera equipment at my disposal, I should be using it, and I'm not at the moment. I'm just not. So this is my way of encouraging the use of this beautiful, moderately expensive equipment that has been gifted to me by very encouraging parent, i.e. my father, who is just a huge camera buff. And I actually think that he gifts me these things as a means of us to bond, where he's like, oh, you got this, we should go out and do some videoing, or we should go out and do some like camera stuff. And I'm like, okay. So it's quite nice when you think about it that way. Some of it, of course, I've bought myself, but not all of it comes from him. I'm not like a total daddy's girl. I'm a little bit of a daddy's girl. Now, that aside, I also have my Panasonic GH5, which is a very, very good camera, and it actually is very, very good for making wonderful vlogs. Now, the thing is, because of the rig that I have up in my witch's cottage, it pretty much sits pretty stationary so that I can do work from it. So all of my overhead shots that you see and all client readings are done with that very high quality camera and very expensive high quality lens that goes with that high quality camera. So I like to be able to deliver really, really good you know, readings, like really good visuals as far as my client readings go, and then any overhead unboxings that I'm doing. So, you know, that one doesn't really get out much, and I'm actually terrified of moving it at all because it's so rigged up nicely, and I just don't want to move it from its position, because if you know anything about positioning cameras, once you have that position, you just need to hold on to it. Anyway, a bit of a random vlog, I know, but you know, this is really for you guys. It's really, really for you, because I want to be able to deliver the best quality that I possibly can for you, and the best ease of use for me. Now, the reason why I have consistently gone with my phone is because of ease of use. I've always got my phone with me. As you well know, whenever you need to take a picture of anything, most of you will just reach out and snap a photo with your phone. But I'm becoming far too dependent, and it's also seeing my storage on my phone consistently filling up, and that creates problems, you know, on my device as a whole. You wouldn't believe this. As I was talking about my storage, my phone filling up, a little notification pops up to say that my iPhone storage is full. And that's not to mention the 200 gigabytes of iCloud storage that I have. So I'm sure you can recognize that video and videography as a whole takes up quite a bit of space and memory on devices. And so, as part of my regime, I would like to be able to move away from my phone more. Not completely, because there will always be a time where I'll be like, oh my gosh, gotta use this. But yes, I want to move away from my phone more and place greater emphasis on the use of other devices that are particularly well made for videography. And I'm at this moment in time on the hunt, and I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm on the hunt for a camera that is of the same visual caliber as the Canon G7X Mark II, but that does have an audio input so that I can put a microphone, because that camera to me is amazing. It's perfect. It does everything that I need it to do, but the audio is so bad that it almost stops me from using it unless the conditions are perfect. And it's really hard to ensure the perfect conditions when you're packing to go out and about on, you know, in town to do a vlog kind of thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's basically what this is all about. It's just ensuring that I'm getting the most out of my equipment, that nothing is going to waste, that I'm utilizing what I have at my disposal, and that I'm delivering the best quality of vlogs and videos and content across the board for you that is enjoyable to both watch and listen to, because audio and visual, they are priorities. And so I am going to introduce, each time I begin my dedicated use of a particular device, I'm going to say, right, for the next 7 days, I'm going to be exclusively using the Canon G7X Mark II. And at the end of that, I'm going to say, okay, this is my last vlog with the Canon G7X Mark II. And then I will introduce the next device, the next rotation of, 7 days. So I really, really need your feedback on this. I need your participation. I need you to tell me what it is that you like and what you dislike about the videos that I am making at this moment in time in regards to quality and audio. So if you notice anything that kind of irks you, like, it's worth mentioning. This goes back to that constructive criticism also, and that's about it. So This is me attempting to up my game a bit, level up a little bit, if you will, and to make sure that I am doing my absolute best, consistently growing, consistently learning, consistently adapting and changing to offer you the absolute best that I possibly can. So that's it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, sending you guys so much love, luck, peace, and joy. If you've enjoyed this vlog, which is like a weird one, I'm still going to ask if you'll give it a thumbs up. You might not get any benefit from sharing it, but you never know. You know, some people are a little bit interested in vlogging and the how-tos and whys and all that behind being a vlogger and behind being a YouTuber. So some of this may actually be of interest to anyone who is considering making a YouTube video or starting a YouTube channel. And if anyone would ever like to hear my thoughts on that or get some encouragement on that, then please do comment below, because I'll happily talk on that subject as well in brief, because I think I've been on YouTube for about 6 years, on and off for about 6 years. So I do have a little tiny bit of experience within that 6 years. And if you would like to hear any of that, if you've been contemplating, you know, starting a channel, contributing to the tarot community or the witchcraft community or any other community, and just want to start up a YouTube channel and get amongst it, then I encourage you to do so, because it's amazing. Really does open up doorways, create friendships and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow.